You know, Kentuckians have a lot to be proud of when it comes to things like horse racing and bourbon, but one sad fact where the Commonwealth always ranks the worst in states in the country when you see those lists come out, when we talk about child abuse. Back with me today is local attorney Alex White, who stopped by, and he has made it his mission to fight to make for a big change in Kentucky's laws for child abusers. Such a serious topic, Alex, and something that you have really made sure that this is kind of what you want to kind of lead the way on. Why?
Well, previously we represented an individual who was the victim of terrible child abuse. Mm-hmm. And through that case, because of the light sentence that the abuser actually got, the state legislature changed the law and enhanced the sentencing on anybody that victimizes a child under 12. And we really we're so glad that happened, because it's so important. There needs to be justice, and these people need to be locked away for a long time.
Yeah.
But since that has occurred, you probably saw in the media that we've started representing families whose children were abused at daycares locally. And of
all places, it's a place where you are trusting people to care for your kids.
And one thing that we want to be sure to do is put daycares across the state, across the city, on notice that there are going to be consequences for business practices that put children in danger.
Yeah.
Period. And that's something that is very important to us, because unfortunately one of our attorneys, their child was actually the one that the children that were abused at the daycare. Mm-hmm. So what we're asking for is, former employees of this daycare center or employees of any daycare that know about abuse that's happening, or business practices that are putting these children in danger, to say something. You've got a duty to report child abuse to CPS.
What are the steps? Like, if you suspect something's up and you're not 1,000% sure, like, what steps can you take to say, my gut's telling me this, or I'm seeing this and this? Like, what do you need to start doing?
Sure. So, and from talking to these families that have been victims, it's all about the gut instinct. Yeah. I mean, it is a true thing as a parent. Yeah. Maternal or paternal instinct is a real thing. And it starts there. And then from there, the steps would be go to the facility where your child is. And if you have questions, demand specific answers. What we've seen in some of these daycare cases is parents are given just brief, general, kind of swept under the rug answers that are not answers of the direct questions. So demand real answers. If there's video footage, demand to see the video. If they say we have a policy not to see the video, get a lawyer, file a lawsuit.
Because you should
see the video.
You should be able to see it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Demand to see the video. And then you can contact employees that work there. If the management's not giving you the answer that you like, ask the daycare worker that works there, that watches your child. What do they know?
Yeah.
So unfortunately, sometimes you have to trust your instinct and do your own investigation.
Yeah. As a result of a lot of the work that you've been doing, you want to tell us a little bit about Cammie's Law, as a result of that, kind of what that is and how that protects people? Sure.
Yeah. So Cammie's Law is named after the young girl that was the victim.
Yeah.
And it creates a situation where it was a felony before, but now it's an enhanced felony with enhanced sentencing. And it can, under the right circumstances, what we'll see is if someone abuses a child under 12, that they will be facing not necessarily a minimum sentence, but they will be facing increased sentence where they would have to serve out more of their prison time before they're ever available for parole.
Right.
And I think the way that Cammie's Law works right now is that if there's a child victim under 12, you're looking at 8.5 years in prison no matter what.
At least.
Yes.
Which seems like, when you think about it, like how lax it's been, kind of the punishment in the future, or how it's been in the past. So looking forward, what else would you like to see done with Kentucky laws regarding this matter?
I think that right now what we want to see is that parents take the daycare situation very seriously and demand answers from that. There probably does need to be some reform in how the state inspects and how many warnings a daycare can get before they're shut down. So that's probably the areas where I would like to see change. Is just we want to make sure that these daycares are being held accountable.
Well, Alex, thank you for stopping by. Really important issue here. So if you want to get in touch with Alex and his team at Alex R. White Lawyers, PLLC, just head on over to SueDistractedDriver.com.